Hello, adventurers of the unknown. Welcome to Terrifying Tales, your portal into the darkest mysteries. Our journey today blurs the line between the living and the dead. Remember, these places have not us. Let's begin our journey into the shadows. Welcome, brave souls, to a journey into the unknown, a voyage where the veil between reality and nightmares is torn asunder. You're about to embark on an exploration of the darkest corners of our world, where the air is heavy with the whispers of forgotten horrors and the echoes of unspeakable tragedies. Are you ready to be terrified? As we delve deeper into these mysteries, remember that these are not mere tales to frighten and entertain. These are truths, albeit cloaked in the shadows of time, truths that were too terrifying to be remembered, too haunting to be forgotten. Our journey will take us to places where the familiar becomes strange and the strange becomes terrifyingly real. We begin our journey in a place where the natural beauty of an ancient forest is marred by the menacing presence of a forsaken cottage. A place where the laughter of innocent children was silenced by a sinister force. A place where the wind carries tales of a family's horrific demise. So brace yourself, for we are about to cross the threshold into the realm of the spectral and the uncanny. Prepare to witness the chilling tale of the cursed cottage. In the heart of a primeval forest, a desolate cottage lay forsaken, its sinister tale murmured only by the spectral wind. The forest, unmarked by the passage of time, towered ominously, its Stygian foliage a stark contrast to the bleak grey of the storm-ridden sky. This place was a cathedral of dead silence, punctuated only by the sinister rustle of leaves or the distant eerie call of an unknown bird. At the epicentre of this uncanny world, a small solitary cottage swallowed by shadows and obscured from reality. The weather-beaten wooden boards groaned under the force of the tempest, a chilling symphony that resonated through the grove. The cottage, with its spiderweb-laced windows and moss-eaten stone walls, seemed almost as ancient and cursed as the forest itself. The paint, once a lively hue, was now a macabre shade of its former glory. The windows were filth-ridden and shattered, glaring into the forest with a haunting emptiness. But the most striking feature was its utterly unnerving silence, a silence that seemed to devour all other sounds and absorb them into its abyss. Hidden amidst the hulking trees, it once harboured a family, unaware of the cottage's blood-soaked history. They were a family of modest desires and humble delights, their laughter and merriment reverberating through the trees. The children frolicked through the woods, their footsteps crunching on the autumn leaves, their innocent laughter filling the forest with a warmth, an illusion of tranquility. But the cottage concealed a past, a blood-curdling past, darker than the deepest abyss. Oblivious to the family, they had crossed the threshold into a narrative steeped in gore and shrouded in sinister whispers. The forest was aware, the cottage was aware, and even the wind seemed to breathe this dreadful truth into the ears of the brave or foolish enough to listen. As the moon claimed the sky, they found themselves tormented by monstrous noises, frosty whispers in the pitch-black night. The wind howled with a newfound savagery, carrying a malevolent message. The trees groaned under an invisible burden, their leaves rustling with an unnatural unease. The peaceful whispers of the night mutated into a cacophony of horror, a symphony of fear that drowned the once placid forest. In the deepest dark of those hours, a malevolent force orchestrated its wicked play. Shadows twisted and contorted in the corners of their vision, and phantom footsteps echoed in the desolate hallways. Invisible hands toyed with objects, doors creaked open and slammed shut on their own. The whispers grew into deafening, chilling screams, the darkness denser, and the terror was as palpable as the icy night air. This was not a mere haunting, it was a display of dominance, a cruel game played by an unseen entity. The family, once brimming with laughter and dreams, was now trapped in a living nightmare, their home transformed into a theatre of terror. Ending in the family's horrific demise, their fate cloaked in mystery. The details are lost to the sands of time, but the forest remembers. The trees murmur their names, the wind howls their laughter, the cottage traps their echoes. There are no gravestones, no epitaphs, only a forsaken cottage and a silence that recounts a chilling tragedy. The family became a spectre, a haunting chapter in the forest's ancient lore. They were consumed by the endless expanse of this timeless forest, their existence obliterated as swiftly as their laughter once echoed. The forest devoured their screams, leaving behind only the echoes of a terror that will forever resonate. It was as if the forest itself grieved their loss, their names whispering through the rustling leaves like a melancholic dirge, their story carried by the wind. Their existence, their joy, their terror, and their end became part of the forest, a horror never to be forgotten, an eternal whisper in the wind. We now venture into the depths of a long-abandoned hospital, its echoing hallways telling a tale of torment and despair. A place swallowed by time, its iron gates creak beneath a blanket of rust, the paint on its once vibrant walls blistering and flaking. It looms ominously, an eerie monolith against a backdrop of tranquility. Its purpose of healing once reverberated with the sound of renewed life and the sighs of those less fortunate. Now only a spectral presence lingers, a haunting reminder of its former existence. Once this hospital was a shining beacon for the injured and the ailing. It was a sanctuary where life's fragility was tested and often triumphed, where hopeless cases were given a chance, where hope was cradled like a delicate newborn. The medical practitioners that once walked these halls battled death with unyielding determination, attempting to steal back lives from its cold grasp. Now the once teeming hallways stand silent and bare. The once ringing laughter and silent tears have evaporated, leaving a chilling silence that echoes with each passing breeze. Only the echo of its past remains, a chilling melody of the life that once pulsed within its walls. This once grand monument now serves as a refuge for ghostly apparitions. The souls that have crossed over have taken solace within its cold, forsaken walls, transforming the hospital into their spectral sanctuary. Tales of otherworldly sightings and inexplicable occurrences have begun to spread, turning this once sacred place of healing an epicenter of fear and fascination. The corridors, once filled with the hurried steps of medics rushing to save lives, now echo with an entirely new kind of entity. The once comforting hospital smells of antiseptic and medicine have been replaced by a chilling sense of dread that hangs like a spectral shroud. Whispers of the unseen, ghostly figures seen in the corner of the eye, sudden drops in temperature. Each paranormal encounter adds a new chapter to the ever-growing legend of the haunted hospital. The pinnacle of these chilling incidents is the terrifying presence that resides in the morgue. Once a sterile room designed for the care of the lifeless, it now pulsates with a bone-chilling energy that defies understanding. The air itself seems to throb with a spectral presence, as if the spirits of the departed are striving to make contact from the beyond. The once stainless steel tables now cold and covered in a layer of dust, the once bright surgical lights now flicker erratically, casting long, dark shadows that seem to move of their own accord. This hospital, once a sanctuary of hope and life, now stands as a spectral monument to a tormented past. It serves as a chilling testament that death is not the end, but a transition. It reminds us that even a place teeming with life and hope can become a stronghold for the departed. Confronted with this paranormal phenomenon, even the bravest souls may quiver. The beacon of hope has become a bone-chilling monument of fear, a stark reminder that in the face of death, even the most courageous hearts may tremble. As we delve deeper, we encounter the chilling remains of a ghost town, a shuddering vestige where the phantom echoes of a horrifying massacre stubbornly persist. A town eerily silent yet screaming of its blood-soaked past, its essence deeply marred by a repugnant act of horror that defies human comprehension. The town was once a bustling haven, thrumming with energy, resounding with laughter, and brimming with the joy of life. Where children once frolicked merrily, their giggles echoing through the lively streets, and the comforting aroma of home-cooked meals wafted tantalizingly through the air. A town once effervescent with the vibrant spirit of life, until one hellish night, A monstrous force was unleashed, transmuting it into a petrifying panorama of terror. A deranged man, devoured by a darkness so profound, so abysmally deep, that we trembled at the thought of comprehending the extent of his malevolence. This man, his mind a twisted maze of malicious thoughts, descended like a storm onto this peaceful hamlet, morphing its serene streets into a grotesque theatre of the macabre. His evil was so intense it defied human understanding. He was a man whose warped psyche was a sinister labyrinth of malevolent thoughts, his madness, desperation and wickedness forever scarred into the very essence of this doomed town. In the aftermath of this gruesome act, the town was plunged into an abyss of despair, its once vibrant pulse stifled by the haunting echoes of the horrific event. The once bustling settlement, teetering on the brink of oblivion, finally succumbed to its dreadful fate. The harmonious laughter was swallowed by an overpowering silence, the cheerful chatter drowned in the eerie whispers of the lonesome wind. The once welcoming houses stood vacant, their hearths devoid of warmth, their windows vacant and wide-eyed like the lifeless eyes of the slain. This once vibrant town now stood desolate and abandoned, its only remaining inhabitants the spectral apparitions and the mournful wind that howled through the deserted streets. Their wails a haunting requiem for the lost souls. The spectral apparitions, the ghostly figures that now haunt the forsaken streets, are silent testaments to the town's grim history. Their ethereal forms, enveloped in the perpetual gloam of twilight, drift aimlessly through the deserted town. Their spectral shapes, distorted and stretched by the dense fog that shrouds the town, cast elongated, menacing shadows on the lonely streets. They are eternal reminders of the tragedy, their silence broken only by the occasional scream of agony that echoes through the desolate streets, the pain forever embedded into the very soul of the town. The ghost town stands as a chilling testament to the darkness that can lurk within the hearts of men. Each brick, each cobblestone, each rusting hinge, saturated with the heavy burden of its blood-stained past, whispering gruesome tales of a horror that refuses to dissipate. The harrowing panorama of deserted houses and forsaken streets, the ghostly apparitions wandering aimlessly, are enduring symbols of a town swallowed by a darkness deep, it's unfathomable. The ghostly figures that now haunt the deserted streets remain as eternal reminders of the catastrophe. They serve as a chilling testament to the monstrous acts that humans are capable of, a stark reminder of a past that screams to be remembered, a macabre testament to the abyss of despair that can reside in the hearts of men. They are a haunting echo of a past that refuses to be forgotten, of a darkness that lurks, ready to consume. These are but 3 tales that scratch the surface of the horrors that lurk in our world. We ventured into the cursed cottage, felt the cold touch of the silent hospital Specter, and witnessed the gruesome tragedy of a ghost town. Each story a chilling reminder of the unseen dread that may dwell just around the corner. We invite you to share your own eerie encounters and keep your senses sharpened for more spine-chilling narratives. And remember, when the lights go out, the true terror begins. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the nightmares bite. Before we part ways, a small request from us at Terrifying Tales. If you've enjoyed this journey into the unknown, into the abyss of unimaginable horrors, please subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us uncover more of these bone-chilling stories from the world's darkest corners. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your fellow adventurers who also enjoy a good spine-tingling tale. And we'd love to hear your thoughts, your fears, your own eerie encounters in the comments section below. Until next time, keep exploring the shadows and remember, the darkness is always watching.